Well, it's 10 o'clock. Let's call the meeting to order. First thing on the agenda, the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let's move to approval of the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Approval of the minutes.
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Approval of claims for payments.
Motion to approve the claims.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded for approval of claims for payments. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Approval of conference travel for GIS.
I emailed you gentlemen last week a little letter explaining the conference. This is a conference that's held every other year in Kansas City. We've gone to it every other year. It's budgeted for. The employee handbook just indicates that we need approval from the board of supervisors for out-of-state travel. This broke down the travel. What we do because this is a little bit bigger conference, we limit our other traveling expenses during this year because we know this conference is coming, so we always fit it within our budget. We always drive. We're thrilled that it's always in Kansas City, so it's always a very drivable distance from Iowa. And we try as much as possible to always travel with other Iowans that are going. We've carpooled in the past with other GIS people that are going to the conference. And when we go, we always do a presentation or two. I'm doing two this year. Megan and I are doing one together, or we teach a workshop or something besides just attending it. And we also heard last time we got a small grant, like $100, and we just found out a couple days ago they'll probably do that again. So there'll probably be a small, we can apply for a small travel grant, which will probably only be $100 or $200 per person that we'll apply for, and generally get.
Any questions? This is something that you budgeted for a year ago when you brought it to us.
Yeah. We know it's always Iowa has their own GIS conference, and we hold that conference opposite years of this conference. So the idea being they never are the same fiscal year, and yeah, we budgeted. I always know it's coming up, so we always budget it. And our travel expenses haven't actually changed. We just cut back, or make sure we cut back on any other meetings and travel to make sure that we can budget for this one. We just know that in years past I've maybe not attended a fall or spring ISAC meeting if we know we're going to this, especially if the agenda is a little light. That way we can keep that within budget.
Any other questions?
Make a motion we approve the travel for the GIS department.
A second.
It's been moved and seconded for the approval of conference travel for the GIS department. Any discussion? Hearing no more, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Change of status in Sheriff's Office.
I'll make a motion for the change of status in the Sheriff's Office. Jessica Olson promoted with a pay increase. She's been full-time and going to $15.11 per hour from $15.06.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Disallowance of homestead and military credits for 2014.
Make a motion for the disallowance of, I was just checking here, homestead and military credits as listed on the sheet that we have before us. They are all disallowed.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded for the disallowance of homestead military credits for 2014. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Utility permit, secondary roads department.
No utility permits. The activities going on right now in this cold weather, we're doing doing some brush cutting, and if it's too cold, then we're doing some shop cleaning and vehicle maintenance, that kind of thing. I did give you guys earlier a sheet on an engine heater, cordless engine heater for the hole with the brush cutter. And we were hoping that that could be purchased out of the IRVM fund instead of secondary road fund. This is for the purposes of the brush cutting. And Terry also talked to me this morning about a couple chainsaws. He took some inventory, and we've got some chainsaws with the small bars, but we he called them a farm boss type of size. A couple of those. Looks like we'll be running 3 to 4 crews the way he's got it set up. So, and some maps will be brought in and stuff, weekly to see where we've been and see how you guys want to get that information to you, or but we do make some work orders up for it, and then we'll pass those on to Wes for spraying in the future.
Okay.
When you say maps brought in, are they just marking on some paper maps? Or
I'm
they
going to
good?
visit with you later about that.
Okay. Well, there's some new software I've just been reading about that we might be able to do something online just specific for this. That would be a link that the board could just link to it. It would be a good way to experiment with the online software, something really simple. This might be a good subject matter to try it with.
Well, we're hoping too, if we can get it where we know what we're doing with the work order program, then you can look right on there, and it's
Yeah,
part of
and
our work
include,
orders.
that would be good too.
It'd be nice to share with our citizens of the county, and they know where we're at too and where we're heading.
And that would be outside the work order program, right? If we did something that was public.
I need to visit with the Service Bureau about that, how that information would be.
Well, I know they do it with roads in the state. I mean,
Right.
it would-
Yep. But I need to visit. We have a computer meeting. I'm on the computer committee here in February, so that's one of the topics that we brought up.
Do you need us to act on this?
Whatever you need to do to, if you guys would.
Cost is only $1,000. I don't know if that's.
This is a
Or-
timer
And the timer
indicator.
included, so I believe it would be no more than 1,000. Then I thought it was 1,000 when I spoke yesterday, but
1,100.
so yeah, 300 and almost 800, so around 1,100. And then I told Terry to get some prices on the chainsaws, but he thought maybe 2 of them at $400 each, roughly. He thought that would get us through. We've got a real big one, he calls the boss or whatever, that's only one, and then we've got the little bars, he was looking for the.
You want to take the chainsaws out of the
IRVM.
IRVM. I'd make a motion to go ahead and let Daryl purchase the engine block heater and the equipment chainsaws needed for brush cutting. And I won't put a dollar amount on it, but to stay within the range that we're visiting with here.
And I'll send you an email what they are.
Okay.
Exactly. Well, this, we know what it is, but the
The
chainsaws.
chainsaw.
yeah.
Right.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded for the purchase, using the IRVM to purchase the equipment. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Anything else for secondary roads or utilities?
Just working on the budget with Jessica and waiting for some information to come back.
With the IRVM budget, though, we're divvying out these jobs. This year, we're still on this budget
Right.
that covers trim and
Right.
brush cutting. So it's a lot easier to say yes this year. Next year, it'll have to be budgeted.
Any other business? Hearing none, ask for adjournment.
Make a motion to adjourn?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. We're adjourned.